In a chic shopping district of Melrose Avenue in Los Angeles is a little piece of Lagos, Nigeria.
We love the audience here, how multicultural the institutions are here.
Themes such as suffering and hope, death and the afterlife are presented in this new contemporary African art gallery opened by Rayleigh Gallery. In 2015, she founded the Rayleigh Gallery in Lagos and now has this outpost in Los Angeles. The gallery features emerging young artists from Nigeria, including Tanya Negi, whose work gives voice to women's health through her personal experience with a health condition called polycystic ovary syndrome.
Not many Nigerian women or not many Nigerians knew about it. It was a subject that people thought was shameful.
Bringing another often taboo topic to light is young Nigerian artist Ameegu, whose paintings explore death and the afterlife.
When you're leaving this place, this is not a final resting place. This is just a place you're going to exist, just like a journey.
Many museums have been showing contemporary African art since the 1990s, says Marla Burns of UCLA's Fowler Museum, but the focus is changing.
I think what's shifting and is reflected in the Rayleigh Gallery's significance is looking at emerging artists from the continent here in the States in ways that perhaps we hadn't before.
On the international stage, there is also a trend, says Hannah O'Leary, who heads modern and contemporary African art at the auction house Sotheby's.
Only in the last 2 or 3 years that we've seen this market really taking off in a big way. Before that, I was really catering to an African audience, and I still consider them my first and foremost clients. But it's really been far more recent that we're seeing international attention.
Demand among collectors is growing despite the pandemic.
Even last year in the global downturn and the lockdown that we had internationally, we still saw our turnover in the African art department at Sotheby's increase on 2019, which shows just how strong that market is.
The pandemic and reliance on the internet opened the door to the world for emerging African artists.
That a lot more international audience they were paying attention to the artists. So they were going online, they were asking questions, they were curious. And so we now have a broader, diverse collector base.
Sociopolitical events, including the Black Lives Matter movement in 2020, have also impacted the commercial and museum art space.
The Black Lives Matter movement has had a lot of institutions realize that they need to diversify the artists they feature in their galleries.
The demand for female artists and artists from ethnic minorities has grown considerably over the last 18 months.
More awareness plus increased economic stability on the African continent means more opportunities for emerging artists such as Negi and Ameegu to share their work with the world. Elizabeth Lee, VOA News, Los Angeles.